there, Happy New Year, Happy 2016. It is officially the start to a new year, and I guess that's what I wanted to talk about. Yesterday, my mom called me and was like, what is your New Year's resolution, Alexis? And I jokingly was like, Mom, New Year's resolutions are for the week. If you have a goal and you want to set it, you should just accomplish it right away. Now, the funny thing is I was joking, but as I said that, I realized that there were so many goals that I have for myself, and I still haven't achieved them and met them. And so when I look back at 2015, there was all these goals I had, and some of them I did accomplish, but some of them I didn't. And I recently, as a reporter, did a story on why people don't accomplish their goals. And we were talking about writing them down and making sure they're tangible and measurable. And that started making me think about the things that I want to do for the new year. Now, I've had a blog, and it's crazy to think about it, that it's officially been 2 years I've had my blog. And originally it started off as a Christian blog, but it's really became a motivational blog and really allowed me to just share the honest truth about living life and how to make it through anything, tough times, good times, working in television and in news. So the visions I see for myself for this new year, I really have more. I want to launch a website. I've been talking about doing a YouTube channel. I post videos here and there, but I really want a YouTube channel. But I'm smart, and I have all these opinions and all these topics I like talking about. So I feel like I want a website where you can see the different categories of the things that you can touch base on. And who knows? Maybe I could be like your daily little life coach, where you can just be like, I want to know what Alexis would say, and tune in and check in and see what's going on, and my thoughts on current events, and my thoughts on religion, and my thoughts on just life in general, and faith and fitness. And so I wanted to communicate and declare, and I'm letting the public know that I am going to launch a website, and it's going to have all of my work. It's something I've wanted to do for so long, and I think it is time. It is time to do it. I was listening to a sermon today by Joel Osteen, and he was saying, if you don't use it, you lose it. He was explaining different stories in the Bible where God gave money to these 3 different people. One of them had, I think it was 1 bag, 2 bags, and 3 bags, or something along those lines. Read the Bible. I don't really know. I should read this story, but I'm just mentioning it as a reference. It came to my mind as an example. But he was saying that the guy that had 3 went out and invested it and got back his return. The guy that had 2 went out and invested and got back his return. The guy that had 1 bag decided to bury it because he was afraid of losing it. And when God was confronted with all those people, or when the buyer or the king or whoever, the person that gave them the money that is supposed to signify the figure of God in the book, he was furious with the guy who buried the money. And he actually said, give your bag to the others. Now, if you're like me, you're like, that's kind of harsh. He was afraid of using that. He wanted to protect it and preserve it. But there's a valuable lesson there that we need to use the gifts that we have. And I think about all the visions I have for myself. If I don't do it, when someone else does, they get the investment. They get to proceed the dream that I wanted to do. And what if one day I'm watching someone's documentary and I'm like, oh, I had that idea. That should have been me. And so for the new year, I encourage everybody, and I am going to live this way too, that we all pursue the things that we want to pursue. Because if you're fearful, if you're waiting for the right time, if we're waiting for everything to be perfect, we're waiting to not be busy, we aren't being productive, and we're not able to accomplish that goal. And you know what? You'll never have the right time. You'll never have the time, because you will always be busy, because tragedies, because problems happen all the time. That's how life is. And so in order to set a goal and reach it, I am going to start doing this, but I recommend that you write it down and set a task that you're going to reach towards that goal every week. So every week, how are you going to reach the goal? So for example, for myself, I really want to work on a website. I really want to work on a documentary as well. So I have dedicated 1 day a week where actually 2 days a week, but 1 day a week where I'm specifically focusing on making sure I get work on the blog, the videos, and my documentary. So making, whether that's making phone calls or setting up interviews. But then in addition, I want to post a video or write a blog post once a week, at least. That's my minimum. Set a goal that's tangible, that's measurable, and I think you can accomplish it. And if you write it down, you're more likely to do it. I read a statistic that 90% of people that set New Year's resolutions don't accomplish them. Don't be a part of that quitter group. I don't want to be a part of that quitter group. And so right now, the minute I'm done making this video, I'm launching it. And the reason why I'm doing this video is to declare it. And so whatever this means to you, whether this is just a little bit of motivation to make you do it, then I hope that that's what it is for you. Or if this is an opportunity for you to reflect and think, wow, last year I accomplished a lot, or I didn't, think about the changes you need to make to accomplish those goals. So thanks for listening to me. Just wanted to share that, and Happy New Year. Happy New Year. May 2016 just bless you and be filled with fruitfulness and everything that you want and more. But also know, I feel like I need to mention this, that this is a season. And so if your goal is very large, know that it might be a season before you get to accomplish that. It might take a lot of tries. So like TED Talks was launched, I think, like 20 something times before it was successful. So that doesn't mean to stop. The song by Pharrell, Happy, he had to rewrite the song, I think it was 9 times before that version, Happy, was launched. And it was a #1 hit all over international, all over the world. So I hope that helps. I'm going to stop talking. Toodles.